This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. Ain't dogs in the house.
The Wolverines have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that.
Bro, that's not how you play basketball, bro. Bro took the whole goal with him.
Come on, let's go get your shoes on. You want to go back out?
The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Give me the ball first this time. You set me up, nigga.
Long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? SEC versus the Big Ten. They competed everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
Yeah, and you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Well,
behind his pad.
Okay.
Touchdown LSU! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Ran through the contact. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick an onside. But I'm kicking an onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarded.
The running back has it. At the 40, there he goes, just plowing ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He now has 56 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down.
Michigan 7, LSU 6.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Night-night, baby.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Fast motion from the offense. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24. A 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He got it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 14 to TCU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds that Green, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the other side.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that deep. Challenge.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply don't.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. He's past the 30. Smacks him with the stiff arm. They'll immediately call timeout.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. Finally run out of bounds, but but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Harris will throw. A little release to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. It's caught. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a grab and go for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. And you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback keeper. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. The offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Oh,
on the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Well, this say you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, David, the defense dialed it up at the perfect time, and what a tackle.
Great tackle. I'm surprised, honestly, he held on to the football. That is what you want. You want physical knockbacks. When you're on defense, you watch the tape, coach is like, is the running back falling forward? If he's falling forward, we're not doing our job. There was no falling forward on that one.
They'll run it from the gun.
Oh, my.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
Shit. Where's the linebackers at? Like, what the fuck?
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And after the extra point, they're down 4, 17-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying no mas. A type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 14 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The hand to the running back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that they're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Crosses the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Makes the catch and he's brought down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like,
oh my God, we don't need to be holding for nothing.
I want to be dynamic, but Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
The Wolverines are on the move. Harris back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Michigan 17, LSU 13.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Now on the move. Got enough space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Yo.
Yeah, boy.